This is why, I'm telling you, it is why Scott Walker is running away with every Republican poll right now. The consultant class doesn't get it. The Republican establishment doesn't understand it. They're scratching their heads. They're trying, what's Walker done? They do not get it. They don't understand. For 2 years, I have been ballyhooing Scott Walker, not personally, but here's a guy. Not only has he drawn the blueprints for beating the left. What are blueprints? They are designs for building something. Well, he's built the house. He wrote the blueprints and then he built the building. He built the machine that defeats the left. He has shown how to do it, and he did it. He is a walking gold mine. Scott Walker has been targeted every bit as much as any other Republican has. As a racist, sexist, bigot, homophobe, as a criminal, as a mean-spirited whatever. He had to win 3 elections in 4 years. Think of that. 3 elections in 4 years. He had the federal judiciary trying to hamper him and punish him. He had the entire Democrat Party and its union support base throwing money and thug-like tactics against him and his family, and he did not try to appease them once. He stood up to them in his way. He won elections, and then afterwards, he did not give a speech about how now it's time to come together for the people of Wisconsin. Well, he might have said that, but he did not mean it's time to let them now have a role in his government. His objective was to overcome them. His objective was to defeat them in their schools, in their school curriculum, in the way the unions, public and private, were ruining Wisconsin, and he has succeeded. And I would think that everybody at the RNC and the consultant class who wants to win would be taking notes and would be talking to him and his people about how they did it. Instead, they're trying to ignore it. He's winning every flash poll. Drudge is doing one. I just saw this. Your vote for Republican presidential candidate. He's got Bush, Carson, Christie. I don't know how this is going. I'm going to lay you 10-1 that whenever Drudge starts publishing results, Walker's going to be over 50% in this poll. Now, nothing scientific about it. This is an internet poll. But the reason why is because, as I said, Scott Walker could be wrong on immigration. I'm just picking. He could be wrong on global warming. To the base. The base may not like his view on this or that, but they're going to support him because he is fighting back. That's what has been missing from the Republican. The Republican Party will not even acknowledge the true nature of our enemies. And that, I can't tell you how frustrated that has made the Republican base and then some. Not just the Republican base upset. There are other just Republican voters who may not be Tea Party people. They're also fed up that there is no fight back, that there's no pushback against Obama or the Democrats or any of their policy ideas. And Scott Walker has epitomized it, and that's why he's just running away with every poll right now. I don't know if it's going to hold up when it comes time to actually get into primaries and these polls get translated to votes and that sort of thing. Way premature on that. I'm just telling you why he's scoring so well now. There is the Tea Party, since they founded themselves in 2010, there has been this burning passion and desire for their representatives to stand up and fight back, which means properly identifying them. Not letting them get away with stealing the idea. They're the ones with the big hearts, and they're the ones with the compassion, and they're the ones with all the tolerance and so forth. That's all drivel. So Scott Walker's doing it, and he is running away. And these clowns on our side don't even understand it yet. Let's stop and think. Here's a guy who's won 3 elections in 4 years in a blue state. He has neutered the employees union, the teachers union. He's got the support of the majority of people in Wisconsin. You would think at Republican headquarters and consultant headquarters, they would be eager to find out how he's done it. But instead, he's looked at somebody that might upset the apple cart. It's going to boil down to how much money he can get from the donor class. And by the way, I'll make another prediction too. I'll make a prediction too. In this same poll Drudge is doing, you know who's going to be last? Who do you think's going to be last, Mr. Snerdley? Jeb Bush is going to be near the bottom. You want to know why? Yeah, but why doesn't the base? Why is the base not thrilled about Jeb? Because Jeb Bush and the Republican establishment have made it clear they think the Republican Party's big problem is Republican voters and not Democrats and their policies. Now, on Fox News yesterday, Super Bowl Sunday, this is Howard Kurtz has his show where the media talks about itself. Probably their favorite show of the week. They have their round table and they discuss each other and how well the media is doing or what mistakes the media has made. It's navel gazing squared. And so the host here, Kurtz, is talking to George W. Bush Spanish language spokesperson Mercedes Schlapp. I've not heard of her. I'm not saying anything by that. I just don't know who she is. I don't mean that to be an insult. I have learned, I think, that she calls herself Mercy as a nickname, Mercy Schlapp. And her husband is also a big, I forget his first name. His name's also Schlapp. A married couple that go by the same name. It's rare and rare in our country. The fact is, they're both consultants. And one of them, I think the husband is, the name of his group has the word conservative in it or something. I have a mental block on it. But anyway, Howard Kurtz said to Mercedes or Mercy Schlapp, Romney got a taste in the media environment, and a lot of it from conservatives, as we saw. There was not exactly a lot of enthusiasm for a third Romney campaign. What do you say about that?
It started with Rush Limbaugh back in August of 2014 when Rush came out and basically said he cannot win the nominee in 2016. If he wasn't able to pull it off when it was a time when the president had huge disapproval ratings, the economy was plummeting, and he couldn't win, believe me, he's not going to be able to win in 2016. And then we saw the choir of these individuals coming out, of these opinion leaders coming out, like a Peggy Noonan, who supported him in 2012, saying Mitt was yesterday. We need to look into tomorrow.
So once again, I have been, and I don't misunderstand now. I don't know that she's blaming me or saying I got it right. I'm having trouble inferring from the tone, and I'm not trying to. So whatever you do not get hold of this woman and tell her I'm criticizing. It's not the point. What is noteworthy about this is that now I've once again become the titular head of the party. It depends day to day. I'm an entertainer and irrelevant, maybe a has-been even. Rush is so yesterday. You know, that's a long time ago. Limbaugh, nobody pays any attention anymore. The next day, I'm the titular leader of the party. And the next day, I'm a good satirist and entertainer and so forth. So it was me, folks. It was me who got the ball rolling, anti-Romney, back in. And she's right, by the way. I did say all that. Because that's what struck me as true. Anyway, got to take a break. Time out. Back in a minute. Don't go away.